It's your first time. Welcome.
What time is it in India right now?
It's 10:30 p.m. in India.
Okay. Well,
It's
Christian's
early.
in Portugal. What time is it
In Portugal,
in
it's
Portugal?
6 p.m.
Okay.
6
And then
p.m.
I'm in
Okay.
God's country, and it's 10 a.m. in God's country,
It's early.
Arizona.
Well,
Awesome.
if Arizona's God's country, where's Jeff?
He's over. He's with Newsom.
I'm in the
Oh my.
wine country.
Oh, that was
I'd
good.
rather
That
be
was
over
good.
with
Okay,
them.
wine country.
He's
Okay,
over there
okay,
with
okay.
Jesus in Cana land.
But
Yeah.
is that the wine? Is that the wine with
Make
the H or
water
not?
to wine.
What's that, Roger?
I said, is that wine with the H or not?
With the what?
H.
Wine with the H, like whining?
Yeah.
Oh, no, not that kind of wine.
Oh, California's the wine.
California is the wine.
Wine with an
Yeah.
H.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty
Mr.
liberal
Eddie.
wine out here, I'll tell you
There's Eddie.
that much.
Eddie coming in.
Veterano.
Eddie's in the house. Warrior, mighty warrior of
Our
God.
mighty warrior. I think I'm gonna get started, guys and
All right.
girls. Mr. Roger. Good to
There
see
you
you on
are.
camera, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've been doing work, so I've been on my phone, so I didn't want to.
No,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Looking at the top of my truck's not really very interesting.
I thought you got offended because I told him he had a face for radio. So he just stopped
He
showing
has a
his
face for radio.
Oh.
It's like Brandon.
And I have a voice for newspapers, so
All right.
Oh, that's good. I'm going to get started, guys. I am going to mute you, not because I love you, but because the mic keeps doing echoes. But unmute yourself at any time. It's being recorded. Just have to decide what to do with the recording. So Purpose Lab is being recorded, and if you want to just unmute yourself and then interrupt me, no problem at all.
And you
Today's
have a workbook, right? Sometime you have a workbook.
That's true. That's true. No. Yeah, Gerald, you got one job.
That's it.
I am going to upload. We have a workbook.
Was I supposed to record or are you recording?
No, I am recording. I'm recording.
Okay. All right.
Where's the here you go. Here's the playbook. Oh, Mr. Paul Chupa, let me know if you can't see the Purpose playbook. It's being uploaded. That's it. It's only Gerald's meeting that he can't see. I think it's
I see it.
personal. Yeah. Now, let me get my notes. You guys wouldn't want me to freestyle for 15, 20 minutes. You wouldn't. Absolutely not. So, third week. This is a 4-week sprint. It's an amazing week. We started 2 weeks ago talking about identity. Oh, by the way, before we start, good morning, America.
Hey.
Because happy 250 years of independence. Let me get this out of the way right now. Congratulations. I'm not even American. I'm excited. It was amazing. I saw the celebrations. God bless America. You guys are awesome. Jeff, I'm coming home. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get some motorbike. I mean, my daughter doesn't want. No, Dad, you're not riding a motorcycle, man. I mean, I am. Of course I am. Gonna go there, So that's it. Happy birthday, America. That's it. Jeff, I'm coming home. Prepare everything. I'm gonna go there. Today, it's a continuation of the journey. So it's the third week. The first week, we talked about identity. You are not your startup. You are not your revenue or the lack of thereof. You are not your customers or the lack of thereof. You are not what other people say about you. You are what God says you are. Who God says you are. That's it. So purpose is downstream of identity, which is downstream of authorship. That's it. Well, we got Kaufman Jr. coming in. Gerald, don't click remove. First time Gerald was helping me in the Purpose Lab. Here comes Jonathan Kaufman. Gerald clicked to remove. I said, where's Jonathan? No, I just kicked him out. I'm like, no, what are you doing? It's so funny. So now, first week, identity. The second week, last week, we talked about assignment before ambition. Good morning, Mr. Kaufman Jr. We talked about assignment before ambition. Before you go and say, no, I want to make tons of money. No, I'm the king of the world. There's an assignment. That's it. So the question last week was, what has God entrusted you to steward? Now, today, I want to ask a different question. Does your life actually support that assignment? Oh my God, this is dangerous. These are two complete different things. They complement each other, but they are different. One, what is your assignment? And the other, yeah, I got my assignment, but does my life reflect it? Because you can know exactly what God has called you to build, and you still organize your life around something else. That's dangerous. Now, today's conversation is alignment with purpose. Identity, assignment, alignment with assignment. Here's the core line. I'm going to paste it in the chat. I started a tradition of pasting things in the chat. If I can select this thing with this mouse, I don't like mouse. Man, I prefer my trackpad. Here's the claim. Here's the core line. You cannot claim one assignment while organizing your life around another. Try to think about God. You're asking your assignment from God, but all your life, every single bit of it, every hour of the day is organized towards something else. Now, I'm going to start. There's going to be 3 topics today. We're going to start with an audit, and then we're going to talk about faith, and then we're going to talk about startups. Yes, a divided mind. There you go, Paul. There you go. The Assignment Alignment Audit, AAA, that's quality. Many founders still wonder if they're building the right thing. And I got a couple of founders reaching out to me saying, I don't know if my business is my assignment. And I go, oh, that's a very good question. And that's one of the best positions you can be in. Because now you're questioning, I don't want to go with this business, spend my time, spend my money, spend my energy, jeopardize whatever you're jeopardizing because there is a dream, because there is this purpose, there's this burden, you want to solve the problem. But then, is it the right thing? That's a good question. But that's not today's conversation. Today, I am assuming you are already pursuing God's assignment. I am assuming. That's it. What I see is that founders have an alignment problem. They say, that's my assignment. I'm all in. Yeah, but are you? Okay. I don't know. Mr. Eddie, can I check your calendar? Mr. Jeff, can I check your habits? Mr. Christian Dodge, can I check your priorities? Because all those things, once you check calendar, habits, priorities, we're going to get into the 7 things. Once you check those things, then you can answer with almost 100% certainty if you are aligned with your assignment or not. Because these are the fruits. Now, we're going to audit 7 areas. The goal here is not condemnation. Like I said, every purpose lab, I'm not pointing fingers, I'm not judging. We're all busted. The goal here is to gain clarity. Where are the bottlenecks? That's it. Because you can't, clarity will give you the ability to actually change something. That's it. You're not chasing a ghost anymore. It's not something that you don't have a name for. You name the stuff and you go and you fix the stuff. On the other hand, condemnation keeps you stuck, keeps you shackled, keeps you imprisoned, keeps you guilty. But we want to move. We're founders. We're builders. We want to move. So condemnation will never make you move. I mean, it's going to make you move to the other side. We want to be on the right side. That's it. Now, I'm going to paste another thing in the chat because these are the 7 things we're going to audit. It's going to be a quick audit. And where's the chat? 7 things. No, not 8, 7. We're going to check calendar, energy, habits, relationships, commitments, environment, and decisions. Now, the first one is calendar. This one, I think, is one of the most dangerous because your calendar reveals what you believe, your priorities, your focus, your energy, your commitments. Your calendar is dangerous. If you audit your calendar, you can know if you are on assignment or not, if you are on purpose or not, if you're working on your business or not, if you're dedicating time to your family or not. Your calendar reveals your priorities. Now, 3 years ago, I was in an event in Tenerife. So it's like the Spanish island here in the coast of Africa. It was a business event. And it was this guy, multimillionaire from England. And I can't remember the entire, it was in like a panel. So it was like a Q&A. Can't remember anything. But one thing I remember. The guy asked the audience, what does an ideal day look like for you? I'm like, oh, what kind of question is that? His day is organized hour by hour. He knows exactly where he's at, where he's going to be, where he should be. He should be working on the things that are not important, the things that are important. So I'm like, okay. And he said something like, if you cannot define your day, how can you know what an ideal day looks like? I'm like, oh, great question. So calendar, and it's so important to me, that question is so important to me that Mr. Benson, good to see you here, brother. So this is so important for me that I included, that's it, welcome, that I included this question, this exercise, the ideal day in Numify Stage 3, the Numify course, Stage 3. Out with the old, in with the new. There's an exercise there where I go through 9 exercises for you to start dreaming big, breaking the shackles of your past or of your current circumstances. And these exercises are 9 exercises from the most abstract type of dreaming to the most tangible. And you designing your day hour by hour was the most tangible. And I remember this guy was Paul. I can't remember his last name, but he was Paul. Okay, so calendar. Don't ask yourself where you wish your time went. You have to ask yourself where it actually went. Because your calendar will tell the truth. It shows your actions, which are a reflection of who you are and what you believe. So your assignment matters, but can I see it on your calendar? If you show me your calendar, can I see your assignment there? 100%. If I can't find your assignment on your calendar, perhaps you're still living in the imagination world instead of the schedule. You gotta make it land. It's like a plane. Gotta make it land. You can dream, you can think, you can be inspired, you have purpose, but at a certain point, you have to make it real. And the calendar makes it real. So you have to audit your calendar. Number 2 is the energy. Now, calendar is important. Do I have time? It's good. But there's another question. Do I have the strength, the energy to steward this assignment? And I don't mean just energy. Well, you can be going through tough times. So you need to recharge. You can be like exhausted or feeling like scattered or emotionally overloaded. Or perhaps you're even carrying something that God never asked you to carry. But with all these things, it doesn't matter. You have to ask, do I have the strength? Where am I spending my energy? Audit your energy. Number 3, your habits. These are things that we don't even know we know. We are like, our habits is like we are unconsciously competent. We didn't even know that we know. We just do it. That's it. It goes under the radar. It's like the deep state. Your assignment cannot be built on willpower, but it will surely be built on what you do repeatedly. We all know one habit can sabotage everything. One. However, One habit can move everything forward. Just one. That's it. You have to audit your habits. Now, relationships. I remember a couple of Purpose Labs ago, Mr. Kaufman, you're going to remember this one. Remember I told you guys to audit your circles and to tag people, green, yellow, and red, hip, pivot, and dump. That's it. It's more or less like this. Mr. Kaufman didn't want to go for the red tag, dump people. What if people tag me red? Yes. That's great. Tag me red, dump me. The thing is, your circle will absolutely determine where you're going. That's it. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Who is strengthening your convictions or weakening it? Who is pushing you closer to the mission instead of pulling you away from a mission, back into the old patterns? I know people they are afraid to say no. They're afraid to establish boundaries. They're afraid to judge. And I mean judge like, oh, this is not for me. No, this is not my circle. No, this is not my place. No, you ain't going to catch me no club like that. People are afraid to tell those things. I do understand. But you need to check if those around you are the ones that are part of the assignment. You are the main actor. You are the main actress. That is established. Why do I say that? Well, because you are the only character who plays all scenes in your movie. If your life is a movie, you are the only one on all scenes. So everyone else is at best supporting role. You are the main, they're supporting role, and they are the extras. That's it, more or less. So you need to check if the supporting role is really a supporting role. Now, I remember on that exercise I was telling you guys, it's almost never a what or a how, but a who determines your future. So you have to audit your circle. 5 commitments. Sometimes the problem is that we have too many good things to say yes to. That is a problem. But every yes costs something. Not every good opportunity is yours. Not every door is the right direction. So you have to audit your commitments because perhaps you're a faithful person, but you're faithful to the wrong commitments. And that will drain your calendar, will drain your energy. It's going to be the wrong circle, all those things. Now, number 6, the environment. Now, I'm not talking about people. Of course, there's always people behind everything, but I'm talking about physical environment. Now, look at your workspace, or this one is the best. Look at your phone. If you give me your phone, can I look at your notifications, your inbox? Can I look at your social media feed? That one is terrible. That one is the worst. Can I look at your browser tabs? Is everything... It's like I said, one of the meetings, like I got this old Android, all beaten up. I have no apps installed. I have a Bible app, and I got WhatsApp, and I got like Gmail. That's it. I don't have Facebook. I don't have Twitter because I cannot install it. This thing is going to stop working. That's it. So I don't care. That's it. Because notifications all the time of things that really don't matter. So your environment, the problem is that your environment is not just there, sitting there doing nothing. It is training you every single time. Each notification is training you. Each browser tab, each social media stuff that you scroll through is teaching you something, is training you on something. The question is, what is it training you for? Now, number 7 is the decisions. Decisions are not like habits. Habits, they go under the radar. It's more like the deep state. Decisions, the word decide comes from the Latin word cide, C-I-D-E, which means kill. So in Italian, we have the word uccidere, which is to kill someone. When you decide something, you kill all other options. That's it. You make a decision, kill. You got one. Now, your purpose isn't proved by what you announce people on LinkedIn or social media. It is revealed by what you repeatedly choose and do. So it's not like habits. We make decisions. Habits just happen. We have to make a decision to stop those habits. I'm talking about a conscious decision. So there are two types of decision. I'm not making any decision. A decision to delay something you know we should be doing, but you're not doing, or stubbornly deciding to do something that you know it's not going to work, but you do it anyways because you're stubborn. Those two things are going to lead you nowhere. Now, you already know which one, so you don't need to answer me. Now, here's the discussion. I want to bring a discussion. All these things, they work together. These are 7 areas, and they are not random. Once you fill out those 7 stuff with your audit, you're going to notice that you have on your hands a good map of your alignment or misalignment with your assignment. Together, they reveal whether your life is organized around an assignment or something else. I don't know what something else is, okay? I'm just making a distinction. There's assignment and there's something else. That's it. So once you go through the 7, it's going to tell you more. You're going to be almost 100% there. I'm not aligned. I am aligned. That's it. So every single area is doing one of these 2 things. It's either supporting your assignment or sabotaging. You go through your calendar, supporting or sabotaging. Environment, supporting or sabotaging. That's it. All of the 7. It's black and white, guys. There's no gray area. They're never neutral. Never say never, but I just said it. They're never neutral. There is a dynamic. It's a constant push and pull. You could be 100% on your calendar, but then your environment is pulling you away. You could be 100% with, I don't know, your circle. It's good. But then your calendar is betraying you. That's it. Now, please type in the chat. Let's use the chat. Which one, and I'm going to paste them again. If I can select this thing. Okay, it's selected. I want to hear from you guys or read from you guys. Which one is the loudest? And I mean the loudest. Which one do you think is out of alignment? Which one of these 7? Christian already answered. The guy's fast. Calendar, energy, habits, relationship, commitments, environment, decision. Roger, habits. I'm going to put my answer there. My answer is energy. Cheyenne, environment. Eddie, environment. These are the loudest. Let me ask Eddie, Mr. Eddie. Jeff, commitments. That's very good. Eddie, why environment?
Yeah, there are times I don't have control over the environment. I feel like I don't have control. And so there are circumstances that would dictate that the environment is being dictated by others and or other things.
And then do you feel like you're being pulled away from your assignment depending on the environment?
It's a distraction. Yeah. So that is pulling me away. So yes, distraction is pulling me away. Yeah.
Hey, PC, you had some questions. Go for it.
So like I've been listening to you all from long time and following the discussions. So I've learned a lot, and I am able to read the energies, the rooms, and all the things about community. So I have some commitments, and I want to know if, as a community members, what we feel about energies, commitments, and a growth culture. So I have some commitments. I have some growth projects here, and I want to ask if I should present those things here or not. What's your like purpose lab says? If you say like I should present, I will move forward with the discussion, and I would love to present what I have, what what type of people I'm connecting with. Some of the energies are aligned with them, but it's it also in India itself, and some people are from community members from like American communities. So
So here's
it's
what I'm
about
going to
commit.
do. I'm going to put my email in the chat. I'm putting it in.
It's good.
Email me. That way we can look at them.
Yes.
And then that way we don't break, if it fits into what we're talking about, perfect. If not, we could always do something offline. But that way we could stick to topic.
Yeah. So PC, the way it works is like this. I would love to hear everything that everyone has to say, but we don't have time. So I open for discussions. It's usually high level stuff, but then there's the workbook you can download, and then you can do the exercise yourself, because then you can go deeper, because we don't have time to go deeper. That's it. So it's kind of a high level. So like I'm asking, which one is the loudest? And you guys answer. And then I just pick one like I did with Eddie, and I want to go to Jeff because commitment. And then kind of a high level, you put your thoughts on the table, and then we move on. That's it. But shoot Gerald a message. And if there's something there, we can move on with this. That's it. But don't worry, man.
Totally understand.
That's it. Mr. Kaufman, I am curious, why commitment? Why is it the loudest?
Oh, it's just I don't know if it's being my age. I kind of blame it on my son, or actually three of my sons and my daughter, for having so many kids and providing us with beautiful grandkids. But not just that, but just life is just full. There's a lot of stuff going on constantly, and it's all good stuff, and it's stuff that I can't cut family out. But I do find that it's a challenge navigating those commitments, and I don't want to give up on those commitments, but there's other commitments that I do need to give up on, things that and I find myself doing that. But yeah, that's the challenge.
Okay.
That's one of the big challenges for me. Energy would be second. As we get a little bit older,
don't talk
the
about
vim
that.
and vigor that we had in our 20s and 30s is not there anymore, and we find ourselves going, I need more sleep or whatever it is. But anyways, commitments is a big one.
Yeah, but then energy, the older we get, the more we have to preserve it. So really focus on the things that deserve our energy, instead of just wasting it. Because when we are young, talk about wasting energy, because it's endless, right? We are immortals. We can't die. We can't die. And it's endless. It's like you can pull all-nighter. I mean, you can go 48 hours just, doing stuff, and nothing can beat you. Like, I mean, I just crossed my 50-yard line. And I'm like, no, I need to focus my energy. That's it. One thing that I need you guys to be aware of. Eddie had to jump, but there's the recording. And PC, you're new here. So don't try to fix it all. Don't do that. God, I cannot affirm what God is asking you to do, because it's personal. It's you. It's in the scriptures, what he asks us to do. It's very, very clear. But I cannot say that he's telling like Jeff, hey, you got to get all these things that are broken, like 2 or 3 things, and you got to fix them all. No, you start one, pick one, the loudest one, go for it. Because you know what God is going to see Well, that guy is doing something. He's moving in the right direction. Well, how about I help this guy? How about it's going to show obedience, it's going to show faith, it's going to show courage, it's going to show determination. I think that's what God wants from us. That's it. I'm going to move to the second topic. It's faith. The Purpose Lab is purpose, faith, startups. I'm going to tie everything into I'm going to make this the plane land. Now, the faith. when we talk about purpose and assignment and align with it, we think about productivity. That's not always the case. I'm talking about obedience here. Courage, trust, obedience. I'm going to read Galatians 5:25. Since we live by the Spirit, let us keep in step with the Spirit. And I mean, when I read this, I say, Paul, not Paul Chupa, I mean, the Apostle Paul, Paul, why so hard? Why? So we live by the Spirit. We keep in step with the Spirit. Now, walk in step. Remember a couple of Purpose Labs ago, guys, I was talking about the timeline, and there's the finish line. There's a checkered banner there. And then it's like you have the 3 Ps. You walk in this way, the path, the timeline, and then there's the plan, people, and provisions. Every morning I ask God, don't let me go astray, nor to the left, nor to the right. Don't let me get ahead nor behind. If I have to wait, tell me and I'll wait. If I have to rush, just tell me, I'll rush. It's not a problem. But I want to keep up with keep in step with the Spirit. Because I was most of my life away from Spirit, didn't know anything about it. So it was like chaos all over. I don't want it anymore. I think most of us, and I touched on this topic in a couple of Purpose Labs ago, we keep asking God for clarity, more clarity. Oh, give me like an insight. Give me some inspiration. But guys, we need courage and faith to move in obedience with what we already have. This is key. Sometimes we're praying, Lord, show me the next step. And he's saying, I don't know, Benson, take the one I already showed you. That's a big difference. Now, let me balance that out. Sometimes we have to wait for God to put all the pieces together. Under our radar, we don't know what is happening, but he's moving stuff around. If we keep rushing, like, oh my God, that's it. It's like preparing a meal. Like, I don't know, I'm at Gerald's place and he's preparing barbecue. And I'm like, Gerald, I'm hungry. Okay, you're going to eat raw meat. No, there's a process. I have to wait for the barbecue pit to be really hot. It's right temperature. You put the T-bone. I don't know what you guys eat in the US, like brisket. I don't know anything about US barbecue. I'm going to butcher it. Okay. So, but there's a process to go through to get a nice meal. It's the same with God. But sometimes he's waiting us to push one button that will start this automation in the spiritual world, and all the pieces of the puzzle they're gonna fall in place. Sometimes he's waiting on us. Sometimes we have to wait on him. We have to ask. So what I'm telling you is, like, pray about it. Refuse prayerlessness. Everything take to him. Bring to him. It's like, am I waiting on you or are you waiting on me? He'll answer. Waiting is not always disobedience, but sometimes, and Gerald can confirm, we hear, I'm waiting on God. Founders telling us, I'm waiting on God. I was like, okay. But you can see that the founder is really afraid of doing something. He's afraid of pushing the button. He's afraid of doing something. He's afraid of moving something forward. There's something happening there. It's not moving. It is supposed to move, but he said, no, I'm waiting on God. Okay. Are you waiting or avoiding? Now, I want to read James 1:22. Do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says. You know, I think the Bible is also a guide for life because it has steps there. I read some scriptures. They're like poems. Okay. But there are some scriptures that are very practical. Do it, pray, go, open, ask, knock. That's it. So there's a direct order. Do something. That's it. So you don't align yourself with just more information like data for later. You act with courage, faith, confidence, obedience. That's what you do. And I do believe that there are moments in life that one decision can make a huge change in life. I do. And Gerald always talks about, the 3 types of time in Greek. I'm going to practice my Greek, Gerald. I'm going to go. It's chronos, kairos, and piro. Any Greek in the house? So these are the 3 types of time. When there's the pleroo and the kairos, yes, these are like defining moments. The fullness of time, something is going to happen. The Son of Man will be born on earth. This is the fullness of time. But there are doors you have to cross. There's the kairos. There's the chronos. So I do believe that a bunch of things will change in our lives once we cross certain doors. But you cannot underestimate the power of chronos. Every single day, sometimes our life is changed big time by small acts of obedience repeated over time. Think about a ship in the ocean, like a warship. If you change 1 degree, you're not going to go to Portugal anymore. You're going to go to India, because this thing is just, you change 1 degree and then all of a sudden you're not even the same country anymore. I think that's how chronos work. You make small decisions every day, repeated over time, they compound. So again, pray about it. What is one thing? Let me ask you this. I'm going to ask Roger. Roger, you're my first box down here. Jeff, you're actually my first box, but I'm not going to pick on you today. Like, Roger, you're my first box. Where are you asking God for direction when he's already asking you for your obedience? Is there something in your life that falls into this kind of trap?
Yeah, with the pots, it's a seasonal thing. But part of the season, there's seasonal usage, but there's seasonal purchasing that the garden centers do their purchasing for the next year, September, August, September. And so I need to be contacting the garden centers to get orders in September, August. And I have not been diligent to do that.
Got it. Oh, that's honest. Thank you for your honesty, man. Now, kind of in the same lane, I was asking Roger, I'm going to throw it in the chat. 1 single sentence, and please answer. Chat. The step of obedience I already know I need to take is. Trust. Jeff, I'm going to pick on you. I'm kidding. Christian Dodge. My question to you is this. If you obeyed this step, listen. You said listen. You wrote listen. If you obeyed this step, if you took this step of obedience this week, what do you think would actually change in your life?
Start. I would make less assumptions, and I would be less frustrated because of the expectations that I make.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. That's very good. Have faith. Gerald, you put diligence to tasks. Can you elaborate on that? If you take this step this week, what will change?
It's every week. I look at these 7 things. Calendars, I think, when I'm dealing with founders, if there's going to be a problem, it's always in the calendar. But before something hits your calendar, you have to take the time and go, what task do I need to get done? And then you have to prioritize them. And then you have to schedule them for them to be in your calendar. Okay. And so that's a diligence that you have to do. For me, it's Sunday. I got to look at everything. I have to go, okay, what has to be done? What's the priority? And then I have to schedule it. So if you look at my calendar, every minute's scheduled. Doesn't mean I do everything, but there's things for diligence. Like I told you, Christian, I want to spend an hour. I want to spend an hour a day having conversations on LinkedIn. I want to spend more than an hour, but I have to do it. It's just an easy thing for me to blow off. And so it's diligence. These are just like GSD. You have to have the task list. So you operate with a task list because I get all these emails from you with these green check marks, go done. Then you need the energy. It's like I'm looking at these 7, I'm looking at the energy. There's things we do for each one of them. So if it's an audit, what does an audit do? An audit reveals. And it just reveals areas. As I was writing these down, I could come up with areas for each one that I need to work on. Mm-hmm. But I'm 65, so I'm up at 4. I'm done working at 5 p.m. So how do I get energy up? Well, I got to exercise. Got to make time for exercise. I got to eat right. If I go eat Kung Pao chicken right after this meeting, I'm going to be asleep. And so there's just all these different things, habits. There's good habits and bad habits. And so I think this is a really healthy audit. This is a really healthy audit. Like if this were, when you were putting this in, I just imagined a dashboard, and probably in every one of these areas, there's something, and we just have to be working on them constantly. But it's the diligence to do that, because it's easy to when you're not diligent. What does that look like? You just do your own thing.
Yes.
And you basically waste time. That's when I'm not being diligent. I'm just doing what I want to do, and honestly, I'm not being obedient to the task, to the assignment God has given me, because you only have so much time. You only have so much time. So these are all great things to have good conversations about.
Yeah. Look, Jeff said specifically, continually trusting that since God put me on this task, he will lead. My big one right now is getting out and meeting contractors. I keep finding reasons to keep my head in the work instead of getting out and getting clients. I keep telling myself that I'm not quite ready. One more thing. Yeah. So if you take this step, the obedient step this week, that will change everything. One small decision. It looks huge because we keep pushing it away. Like, oh my God, I don't want it. But once you take those small decisions every single day, ship it. That's it. Ship it. That's it.
And they've got to be the right things. It's easy to pick the wrong things and then go try to do the wrong things. And it's not going to be any fun, because
I'm diligent with the wrong things.
This is sequence. When you have the wrong sequence, nothing works.
Yeah. And speaking of sequence, I want to land this plane. Startup, because it has to land. Let's bring it to business. Purpose and vision alone don't build companies. I mean, I think of Steve Jobs. The guy was a visionary. I think he innovated in 5 or 6 industries, if not seven industries. But consistent execution does build companies. Because he could have stayed like, I'm going to innovate a personal computer. What the hell is that? No one knows what a PC or a PC is. He goes and he does. So if I followed you around, it's like, Jeff, I'm going to be your shadow. You're the first box. Now I'm going to pick on you. If I'm your shadow, if I'm shadowing you, if I followed you around for the next 7 days, remember, what's the name of the ring? 7 days. Samara Morgan coming out of the TV set. If I followed you around for the next 7 days, would I know what your assignment is? Or would I just see a busy founder? You don't need to answer. This is for all the founders on the call. It's like, if I followed you around, would I know what your assignment is? Or would I just find a busy founder? Busy being busy. Now, this is something that I'm going to paste in the chat that you don't need to answer now. It's in the playbook. But think about it. for the, at least for a week. Hail it out. Land the plane. This week, I need to start this, stop that, strengthen this, remove that. Don't overthink. And put this task in your calendar, because if it doesn't make your calendar, it's not going to make it's not going to work. It's not going to reach your life. It has to reach your calendar. Now, there are 5 things. There are. Let me give you a simple framework for you to get some aligned execution. It's the 5 P's. It's just 5 words: priority, pipeline, proof, production, protection. Let me paste it in the chat, okay? Because I talked too fast. And these are the things. It's really easy. It's in the playbook. So go in all the details, it's there. Priority is easy. What matters most this week? Don't get too caught up on everything. Like, of course, everything. Your startup is a living organism. I do get it. But what is the most important this week? Like Jeff said, I have to talk to, or Roger said, I have to call these people. That's it. That's top priority. The next P is pipeline. What customer activity must happen this week? Because sometimes you work on things around the business instead of talking about, and here's where Christian Dodge came in. Ship it. Stop tweaking the hero. Ship it. Jeff is laughing. Jeff, stop tweaking the hero, Jeff. Ship it. That's it.
Three times yesterday and today. So.
No, stop. No hero anymore. I am going to take your website down. But that's it. Pipeline. Ship it. Okay. Now the third is proof. What evidence do I have to have? Is my problem real? Is the problem that I'm trying to solve a real problem? Proof that someone will pay. This could be a priority this week. Proof that the message is landing. It's like I was talking to Gerald just today before you guys jumped and the other days. It's like, is this message on the website landing? Is this converting? Is this the right thing to do with this form? I got, no, I think we need to change something. This is not landing. So you have to have the proof. Fourth is production. That's it. What must be built this week? There you go, Jeff. Build the hero. Is it the landing page? Is it a call script like Roger? Do you need a follow-up sequence, Roger? I don't know. Just do something this week. And fifth is protection. Protection from what? Distraction. Oh, Benson. You gotta come on. Cannot see. What's up? It's like Christian Dodge. It's like Christian Dodge, man. So protection. Protection from what? From distraction. From pivot, from dumb pivots, from shiny objects. What must be protected? There's one thing that I learned. I protect my mornings. What if you need to protect your deep work? Like the zone. You're in the zone. What if you need to protect your health or your attention? If you have spam attention, like Benson said, like notifications on my phone. Like Benson, you need to protect your attention. That's it. One thing. So these are the practical things. Now, let's make this real. Purpose must come with execution. I understand that people keep talking about purpose in this like inspiration type of stuff, excitement type of stuff, but we gotta make it real. Purpose without execution is just inspiration. But execution with no purpose is just what? You're busy being busy. You're going nowhere. It's like quicksand. So the exercise has 4 things. Start, stop, strengthen, remove. This week, 1 thing to start, 1 to stop, 1 to strengthen, 1 to remove. Now, I'm going to go to Mr. Paul Chupa. You're the second box. Cannot pick on Jeff throughout the entire meeting. Mr. Paul, you wrote 4 things. You're going to write 4 things. Start, 1 thing to start, 1 to stop, 1 to strengthen, 1 to remove. Now, share one one of these four that would make the biggest difference this week? Is it something you should start, you should stop, you should strengthen, or remove?
Oh, where do I start?
Start.
I mean, I need to start creating content to draw attention to my purpose, to my assignment.
That's it. One thing.
That's what I'm working on to start that.
One thing to start. That's it. One thing.
Yeah.
And guys, you're going to get this exercise and it's not clear. There's one thing you need to strengthen. That's okay. But you need to at least narrow down one stuff, at least one stuff. That's it. One step. Now, one last thought. I mean, let me ask Christian before. Christian Dodge, you're the third box. So I'm going, 1, 2, 3. Roger, you're the next. Now, 4 things: start, stop, strengthen, remove. What is the one thing this week that will make the biggest difference? One of these.
Start. And small.
Okay.
I'm used to doing big things, and I think everything's a little harder now, and in a lot of ways, and what's been working isn't. So I've cleaned the schedule, I've cleared everything.
Yeah.
Starting over and starting small.
Wow. I like it. Mr. Roger, you're the 4th. One thing this week that you would start, stop, strengthen, or remove. Which one would make the biggest difference?
Probably, man, there's things in all of them.
But the biggest difference. Move the
biggest
needle.
difference.
Yeah.
Biggest difference would be, it's going to sound weird. My machine, the vacuum pump is seized up. So removing the obstacle of getting, of not being able to use that and be able to get the machine going. So I need to get in with some water and rinse it out and try to run it and see if it'll work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So removing rust.
Okay. For me, it would be strengthen. We are going through, I'm going through adaptations in my workflow, getting some systems going on. I need to strengthen my systems because every time there's new work, I kind of get scattered. So I need to strengthen the stuff because I execute, I get stuff done, GSD. So I need to strengthen the stuff. And of course, start commenting on LinkedIn posts. I've been disobedient. And but now me and Gerald, we have a accountability system. We're going to shoot an email. I did 1 hour. It's like AA. And then at the end, we hug like, yeah, one day. I'm kidding, guys. Now, one last thought. I'm going to wrap it up. We talked a lot about removing stuff today, but don't forget about protecting stuff. Protecting the things that are already working. So if there's something that is worth protecting, you protect it. Could be your prayer time, could be your deep work, could be your health, could be your circle, could be your environment. Protect, because if something is working, you don't change it, okay? And if there's any habit that is working, like you're going through the audit and, oh, this habit is a good habit, protect it. Let's say, for example, you're a guy that wakes up and you go take a shower and you shave, and then the first thing you do is you pray. It's like you have this habit. Protect it. Do not go anywhere with that, because that gives you structure and it helps you throughout the day. It looks simple, but it's not. Because once you wake up, if you get your phone, all of a sudden you're not going to the shower, you're not going to shave, you're not eating your breakfast, you're not praying, you're just scrolling. Boom. That's it. You're done. And think about it. We keep asking God for big dreams, big ideas. I understand. But I think we need to organize our lives around the assignment we already know. Even if you don't know your assignment completely, but you're faithful to it, organize your life around that faithfulness. Remember, alignment is what you repeatedly practice, what you repeatedly choose to do. So you have to organize this entire stuff. And remember, like I said in the beginning, I pasted in the chat, you cannot claim one assignment while organizing your life around another. You can't. That's confusing. You're sending confused signals to God. Like, yeah, I want my assignment. What God is reading is that absolutely not. Your calendar is not showing that. Your daily tasks are not showing that. Your environment's not showing that. Nothing that I see in your life is showing that. It's showing me the opposite, quite frankly. So that's it. That's the message for today. Any questions? Just shoot. If not, I will pray. I'm going to close this call with a prayer. If you guys allow me to pray, I'm going to pray. Father, thank you for every person in this room, every founder, every person that needs to be here. Thank you that you are not only giving us assignments, which is good. You formed us, you thought about us, you planned our steps way before we were born. So we are thankful that we already have assignments. But you're also forming us into people who can steward them faithfully. Show us, Lord, where our lives are aligned, and show us where our lives are divided. A divided mind, like Paul said. Give us courage to tell the truth. Give us courage to search for the truth. Give us wisdom to know what to start, when to stop, when to strengthen, when to say no, what to remove, what to protect. Help us walk in step with your Spirit. Help us not merely hear the truth, but do what it says. And show to you that we are committed, that we are obedient. Father, I ask you, Father, to number our steps, to name our steps, to order our steps, and to strengthen our paths. Father, teach us to build with confidence, clarity, courage, and discipline. I pray all this over every single person in this call in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Amen.
Amen.
That's it. Any questions? If not, see you next Wednesday for the final part where we are going to nullify you completely. That's it. That's Transformation Day. No, I don't want to be transformed. Come on, show up. Stop whining. I know you live in the wine country, Jeff. Don't whine with H. That's it. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, PC. Thank you, Benson. Thank you, Cheyenne. Thank you, Roger. Thank you, Mr. Kaufman Jr. Thank you, Gerald. That's it. Signing off. Bye-bye. Welcome.